Buick in the booth today. This is the 74 Electra. We've got all the front suspension off of it. Being that this car is a really nice car, there was no rust on this car, there was no damage. Really super clean car. So basically what we're doing with this one is more or less like a resto-modded Survivor. We're not putting it on the rotisserie. We're making this car the same color as it's supposed to be. We're making it look as if they built a 74 Electra today with modern driveline. This is LS3 4L80. There's a 9-inch in the back. It's going to be a really fun car from the outside. Going to look totally stock other than nice paint. So basically what we have here, the front half of the frame from the Firewall forward, we blasted that. We did do some body work on the Firewall. Obviously we're using vintage air, so we've got some panels that were made and covers that were welded in to cover up a lot of the factory AC holes. Just kind of shaved some stuff out of the Firewall, but we left all the wrinkles and dimples and all that kind of stuff in there because this car, it's a resto mod, but it's stock appearing, I'll say. So Firewall front end, we've got a lot of front suspension pieces and parts in here. This is not all of them. We just can't fit everything in one batch. So we'll have another batch of black, but this is all going black, all going flat black. We're using DPLV 90 as a sealer, 1683 base, and then we're using the DC 8115 clear, flat clear. And then tomorrow we'll start prepping the outside of the car so that hopefully next week we can make this baby green. Now we've got black DPLV 90 down as a sealer. This has dried for about an hour. It's nice and dry, hand slick. You can touch it. It's dry, but it's not really dry like we know as solvents come out of things and shrinkage and all that. So it is flashed at this point. It's not dry, it's flashed. Ready for base coat. We're gonna go to 1683. Black base, put a couple coats of black base down, then I'm going to shut the lights off, come in here with the sun gun, check everything over, all the nooks and crannies and pockets for coverage, and then we'll go to clear. So right now, I've got the lights off, and I'm going to show you guys why we do this. You know, from out here, sure, things look black. You can see a little, it ain't quite covered down in there. But we're looking for things like this, back in those pockets that isn't covered, you know, underneath the frame, down in those pockets isn't covered, those areas. So that's why we shut the lights off and look into every hole from every angle so that when this car is done and it's out in the sun and you open the hood, you don't look under there and go, oh, they missed in those pockets and things like that. So very crucial, especially with black. If everything's black and there's one thing that's not, you'll really see it. Alright, so now that we've done all that, we've made all our pockets black, everything's looking real nice. Now we're going to go to clear. This is flat clear. No gloss to this clear, very little anyway. This is DC 8115. Spraying it just like I would spray BC 5700, except we do a coat and a half with this clear. We put a coat on, we come back, we half coat it, done. There we have it. DC 8115. This will flatten out a little more by tomorrow. It'll be a little less shiny, but it is flattening out. It takes a while. So moving on. Tomorrow we'll spray more suspension parts and get this thing back on its wheels. Start prepping the rest of the body to be green.